Hi, it's Jennifer Hicks with Purpose Planning. Stevie and I,
Hey everyone,
are going to interview Scott and Amy today, and we're just going to talk a little bit about their financial path, how they utilize and how they perceived financial help and planning. And so today we're going to do just kind of a casual interview, have a discussion on how it impacted your lives.
so when you guys were growing up, did your families talk about finances and saving and budgeting and all of those type of things that led you guys to make those decisions early?
In our family, we talked about the basics. We talked about not spending more than you had. We talked about saving for retirement. We talked about saving for education. Those, the basics, but I don't think we weren't having family meetings and looking at where the money was going. We weren't seeing the spreadsheet of where the finances were going, at least in my family.
I'd say the same for mine. I think basically I grew up with the attitude that you will save. That is not an option there. You know, my parents opened up a savings account for me, not a checking account for me. And that's where my money would go. And they would say, you know, you're going to get interest in this. And so, you know, come back and take a look and see your next statement. I'm like, oh my gosh, I made 10 cents kind of thing, right? So I think that that practice of just living within your means and trying to project needs beyond or saving for a rainy day per se, we're all just kind of inside us.
Now, I will say, with our kids, we were very intentional about the savings and how they saved, and we promoted savings. We did an internal bank on the spreadsheet, and every month I would give them a percentage on I would transfer money into their account based on, so if they wanted something at the store that was $3, I would deduct it from their spreadsheet balance I was keeping. So it was in their bank account, but I was keeping a very detailed spreadsheet. I deduct it, and then at the end of the month, I'd pay them, I think it was 5% on their balance, whatever they had. So that's a pretty significant monthly interest rate. But they could see what saving and not buying a $3 item every month did. And we were super intentional about that, and we did that pretty heavily for probably 5 to 8 years in their kind of grade school years.
And they learned that if they wanted that they learned
they could get it. They could get it. I was no longer the gatekeeper.
Right.
If they wanted a Lego set for $8, well, I'm going to deduct it from your account. Okay, yep, I want it. And I'd go home and deduct it from the account. And other times, okay.
I don't need it. So.
Don't need it that bad.
I'll do it out. So they learned very quickly.
But I also think, you know, and we get this a lot in our practice, you know, our generation, we all probably had odd jobs and chores, and we got money to blow or spend, and so we actually got the money.
Yeah.
You know, we had a $5 bill, and when we went to the store and walked out with 50 cents and immediately regretted what we bought, we learned very quick, you better be aware of what you're spending your money. And so I think it's a very different just situation, because you didn't give your kids cash, but you did show them.
They worked the spreadsheet with us. They got to see the spreadsheet. They got to see the numbers moving up and down. You could use an app now that did very much the same thing, and they could see it even more real time probably.
Right.
But
yeah, we actually do something similar with my kids, and so even the 7-year-old would come and say, "What's my balance in my spending account? What's my balance in my savings account?" And it automatically adds the savings every month for interest.
So, and I'm slightly older than all of you, so I'm all about,
The tactile.
Yeah, the tactile. I make my granddaughter and we open her piggy bank every time I'm there, and we count it.
Yeah.
So she understands, and then she always has money to spend, but we count it. So it's harder to spend money when it's in your hand.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. For me, it is. It's if my hand. Ooh, I want to hold on to it.
Yeah, and to me, that's what we've taught them. Are I want to call it the three basics: saving, wants, and needs.
There you
right? And they're the play of all three of those is what either makes or breaks how you approach your financial future.